What's up, guys? So today we are covering some drama. We're gonna do a little Keemstar Classic and tell you which way to decide on this, because there is only one way to think about it, and if you think about it the other way, you're fucking wrong. So basically, the Fortnite guy, you know, the overly obnoxious drama YouTuber, was good when the World Cup was about, so you knew who qualified. It's like pretty shit after that, and just milks the smallest of stories that kind of irrelevant, and he doesn't really need his input. He probably thinks that he's like, what the fuck? Okay, right. So basically, the Fortnite guy he did a video going over the NA East FNCS Duos finals. And he was going over first, second, third, fourth, fifth, whatever, you know, what, like, reporting on the news. And he says first and second, misses out Knife and Rogue Shark, and just going to Bugger and Stretched. Here's the video. Roll it.
North American East Fortnite Championship Series Duos Grand Finals. And sitting in first place, no shocker, we have Zayt and Saf, who you can always count on making a top 5 placement in duo tournaments. Well, today they were able to get that first place finish. In second, we have FaZe Mega, FaZe Dubs. Moving on to fourth, we have AV and Chap. In fifth, Booga and Stretch. And then notably, we don't have Tifu.
So in response to that video, he replies, "Sorry I didn't mention you, I was just going over the well-known players and I did the exact same thing for EU. If you're really that hurt by it, maybe you should grow thicker skin. Regardless, congrats on third place and maybe get first next time if you want mainstream recognition." Now, this is odd, alright? So he's apologised for not mentioning them and like giving an excuse, but telling them to grow thicker skin and asking them to place first, it's not right. To saying that, well, if you want mainstream recognition, you're gonna have to come first. Like, no, they did better than Bugger and Stretched, AV and Chap, right? They deserve recognition. They've done well. They were playing really good. I was watching it. They were playing really good. Everyone else was watching it. Can agree that they popped off. They were doing sick. And on Baller stream, they were like always contesting high. They were pushing Dubs and Mega, like contesting Dubs and Mega for high end game pretty much every single game. Like, they did sick. Like, there was no need for like this response saying that just grow thicker skin, because he has just used their name was on there. Could have easily just read it out, and if he was in that much of a rush, he would have just left out Bugger and Stretch and Chap and AV. There was mixed response to this. Tomo said there's no way Single should pull wall. But yeah, there's like a lot of people like just clowning him, and then Ajers, however you say his name, he's got 19,000 followers on Twitter, said, "So since he isn't as known as the others, he has to place first to get recognition. This is one of the dumbest replies I've ever seen." Which is true. It's fucking retarded, right? He probably should have thought about what he was tweeting. But then, the Fortnite guy quotes his tweet and put, "I spent a total of 15 seconds going over the finals. He's mad because I didn't mention him getting third. I didn't mention who got first, second or third in EU or NA West. I had other topics I was covering. If it were an FNCS video, I would have mentioned them. You're missing context." You're not missing context, right? You were going over who was doing well in FNCS, regardless of whether you spent 15 seconds going over it, regardless of whether you didn't do NA East, EU, NA West, or whatever service you didn't go over. You were still mentioning it. They were still on the screen, and you purposely skipped over them, right? It's not a subconscious decision. You don't just go, I'm gonna miss out third and give fourth a big round of applause, because no one does that at the Olympics. Like, first, second and third get the biggest recognition because it's first, second and third. Then he also goes on to tweet, "It's just annoying, man. I've done so much to help out the unknown players in the community. I've spent thousands on gaming gear for random people. Shout out thousands of people on Twitch and who have 100 or less followers to help me grow. I don't mention someone who has made 50k. Alright. Yeah, you're kind of stroking your own ego a bit. I shout out thousands of people. I've spent money on stuff like that. It's just an ego stroke, realistically. Like, this isn't a defense, right? And I want to point out that the unknown side, like, you're talking about how you help out the unknown side of the com, but realistically, when it was World Cup, you weren't signing anyone that wasn't qualified for the World Cup or wasn't going to qualify. So even if they had qualified, they'd have got clout anyway. So you can't really say that your team made the unknown army clouted, because he was going to be clouted anyway because he's done good. Like, stupid. So guys, thanks for watching. Please leave a like, subscribe on the video. I just thought this would be a different kind of thing to make, and I don't really like the Fortnite guy. So yeah, peace out, have a good day.